Here's a quick tuning. Low E, A, D, G, B, and an E. Hi, I'm Steve Lynch, and we're going to have some fun doing some hammer-ons today. The first thing we're going to start out on is pentatonics, and I'm going to go through those 5 positions with you right now, starting on the low E string on the 3rd fret. Okay, now this is going to be in the key of E for rock, okay? So it's going to be G major pentatonic or E minor blues pentatonic, most likely using the key of E. Okay, the first position goes like this. The second position, third position, fourth position, and the 5th position. And of course the octave. This is the same one that we started off on down on the 3rd fret. Now we're starting off on the 17th fret. Okay, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how to connect like the first 2 positions that I did by incorporating the right hand, okay? Now, you remember the position. The first one was this one. And the second one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest the thumb of my right hand on top of the neck like this. This guideline idea works the same as when you're picking, okay? You use your palm. A lot of people do this. They use their palm as a guideline for when they're picking. Now this anchor or guideline keeps your right hand from stiffening up. See, if you do it freehand, you're not going to be as accurate, and your right hand is also going to tighten up a bit, in which you don't want that to happen. Your wrist will tighten up, because then you'll be using your whole arm to actually get the note out instead of just using the power from your wrist. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to hammer on with the right hand onto the second position. Okay, so it's going to go like this. I'm going to hit down, pull off to the second hand, or to the left hand, and then hammer on. Okay, next string. See how I'm connecting these 2 positions here? See, that was the first position, the first and second position combined. Okay, then you go up to the next one. Okay, that was the second and third position combined. And the next one. Okay, that was the third and fourth position combined. Okay, the next one. Okay, that was the fourth and fifth position combined, okay? Then the next one, this is when you're going to throw in the octave one. Okay, now this will be the fifth and the octave position combined. Okay, now when you learn these, I want you to learn them all ascending and descending, okay? So you'll be playing it like, say, for instance, the last one we did, we'll play out of this position. you see what I'm doing is I'm hammering on fairly hard with my right hand onto that first note, and I'm pulling down and away to get the sound of the second note, and then I'm hammering on with my left hand to get the sound of the third note. Okay? Now what you want to do is you want to go through all these positions with the first finger of your right hand, and then go through them with just the second finger of your right hand, then just the third, and then just the fourth. Okay? Another thing you can do with these, and this also helps build strength in your left hand, is you can do pull-offs with it. Like, I'll start at the top of that last position now. See, the left hand is doing pull-offs now. Okay, now another thing you can do with this is like, we'll go back down to where the, let's see, second and third position was combined. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down on the sixth string, I'm going to go up 3 strings, back down 1, up 3 strings, back down 1, and up 3. This is going to give it a sequencing effect, okay? Now, up 3, back down 1, up 3, back down 1, up 3, back down 1, and up 3. Okay, so all together it's going to sound like this. Okay, now we're going to be trying this same idea, but we're going to be back up here at the octave and fifth position, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down 3 strings, up 1, down 3, up 1, down 3, up 1, down 3, like this. Okay, now we're going to go into a part that is combining 2 different pentatonic positions, actually 3. We're going to be combining the first one, the second one, and the third one. But by doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to have the left hand playing one position here. Okay, then the right hand will be playing another position up here. Okay, so combined, it's going to be like this. Okay, see how that works? Okay, now I want to show you a couple ideas out of this. Let's go back up to the fifth position here with the octave, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the idea of going down, pulling off. Every time I hammer onto a note here, see, I'm going to start at the top of this position here, and then pull off 2 notes here, okay? Then I'm going to go down to the next note and play the same 2 notes with my left hand. Then down to the next string and do the same thing. Down to the third string and do the same thing. Fourth string. Fifth string, and sixth string. Okay, so all together it's going to sound like this. Okay, now another way that you can do this is that you can take it and you can go down like, okay, if I was to play just with my right or my left hand here, it would go down like this. See, that's the pattern I'm going to be playing. It's kind of down in fourths. You go down a fourth and then you go up that fourth there. Okay, so this is what it's going to sound like. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how the fingering happens here. See my left hand here? It covers 4 frets, okay? Each finger is going to be assigned to a fret, okay? And then on my right hand, I'm going to think of it the same way. See, so going down that scale, it'll be, since it's only 3 frets apart here, it'll be 3 and 1 on the right hand, okay? Then 4 and 1 on the right hand, then 4 and 1 again on the right hand, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. Okay, so the same way that you would finger for your left hand, you also finger for your right hand. In this next section, we're going to learn some hammer-on exercises. This is going to build up strength and coordination in your right and left hands. First of all, we're going to start with the left hand on the 3rd fret. Okay, that'll be the first finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd finger 4th, 3rd finger 5th, and 4th finger 6th. Okay, then on the right hand, you're going to start on the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, like that. So each finger is going to be assigned to a fret. Okay, first off, we're going to start with the first finger of the right hand hammering onto the 8th fret, pulling off to the first finger of the left hand, which is going to be on the 3rd fret. Okay, then up to the second finger, back down to the first, that shape goes. If we were to play this shape just with the left hand, it would go like this. Okay, now you see the shape that the right hand is playing is exactly the same. It just precedes what is going on with the left hand, okay? So this is the way it's going to go. And I'm also going to put in an ascending part. When I get down to the last note, then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to go back up to the first note we started with. Okay, so it's going to be completely reversed when I get to the last note. So start this out slowly, and then you can build it up to speed, okay? So it's a good exercise for all 4 fingers on both left and right hands. Okay, another exercise we can do is with the 3rd finger of the left hand, hold on the 5th fret on the G string, just hold that note in place. And then with the 1st finger of the right hand, do like this. Start a tremolo going, okay? Real relaxed. Now without breaking the momentum of the tremolo, switch from the 1st finger of the right hand to the 2nd finger of the right hand, 3rd finger, 4th finger, back to 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Keep on doing this over and over again. This will help build up that kind of tremolo thing that we'll be doing later on. Another exercise you can do is pluck the G string, an open G, with the thumb of your right hand. And then you'll be hammering on your 1st finger of your left hand, going up chromatically, then do the same. Then you'll be pulling off do that over and over again and build up the speed for that also. In this section, we're going to be talking about the major scale. This is going to be the G major or E minor scale. I'm going to show you 7 different positions you can use. Now, I'm starting out with the right hand, so the first note you're going to hear is going to be higher than the one you hear with the left hand, okay? So this is the first position. Okay, then the second position. Third position. Fourth position. Fifth position. Okay, then the sixth position. And the seventh position. Okay, now I'm going to show you a lick that combines all of those positions I just showed you. Okay, from the one that we ended up on, back down to the one that we started on. Okay, you can have a pick in your hand for this one. What you'll do is pick the first note, and then the rest will be all hammering. Okay, so it'll go like this. Down to the second string. Down to the third string. Down to the fourth string. Down to the fifth string. Sliding up to a D note. Okay, all together that'll sound like this. Okay. Now this next lick, I'm going to play it, this has got more of a linear approach to it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer on to the 7th fret on the 3rd string with the first finger of my right hand, slide that up to the top of the neck, pull off to the first finger of my left hand, then hammer on to these notes, then pull my left hand back around, then my right hand goes over the top, then my left hand. Okay, then. Okay, so all together it's going to sound like this. Okay. In this section, we're going to go on to triads. Okay, a triad is like a 3-note chord. What you can use these for is to enhance chordal sounds that you have, okay? Like if you have a chordal pattern going from major to minor or whatever, you can take these triads and overlay them on the top, and it can really give out a really nice, pretty sound. Now what you do with your left hand is you're going to hold that chord cluster, that triad cluster, like this. This is going to be a G major here, like this, okay? Now with your right hand, you're going to be playing the next one on top, which is also a G major. See? Okay, and then go up to the left hand will now be playing what the right hand was playing, and your right hand will be up on this one. Okay. Okay, now your left hand will be playing what the right hand was playing, and your right hand will be playing what your left hand was playing on the first position. Okay, now I just showed you those triads, G triads, on the first, second, and third strings. Now let's go on to the second, third, and fourth strings, and I'll show you these triads. Okay, same thing, G major. This is a shape the left hand will be playing, and on top of it. Okay, then move the left hand up to where the right hand was, and play this on top of it. Then move your left hand up to where the right hand was, and play this on top of it. Okay, now let's do minor. Start on the third fret. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, now move your left hand up, and this is what you'll have. Okay. That'll be the top one. Okay, let's go on to the next, the second, third, and fourth strings here. Okay, this is the way it'll sound for this one. Okay, then move your left hand up, and your right hand will be playing this. Then move your left hand to what your right hand was playing, and use your right hand for this. Now what you can do is you can take these different ideas here, like you can go from, like say we're going to start off with a G major, okay? Then we're going to go to a D major, okay? Then we're going to go up to an A minor, back to a G major. See, there's all kinds of different, you can do this with any chord progression. It'll work with any chord progression, and just follow it in time like that with the chord progression. It can really enhance the sound. Okay, that was another triad idea right there. What I'm doing here is I'm playing part of the triad with my left hand, and then the other part with the right hand on top of it. This goes over an E major chord. Now the same shape is going to go, you can play it straight down, a fourth down on the second and fourth string instead of the first and third. Okay, so now we're going to have, and then for the D, we just move it down to, we're on the first and third strings again. And for the A, it's the second and fourth strings, like that. So I'm playing it in a sequence. For each pattern, I'm playing it 4 times. See, I've got the fifth, root, and major third right there. Okay, so that the same thing applies to all the other 3 chords also. Okay, now what you can do is you can take what your right hand was playing and play it with your left hand, and if you had that first one recorded on a track, you can put this one over the top of it and you'll be harmonizing yourself, okay? So this is the way it'll go. You'll be playing the root, major third, and fifth, okay? then down to the D and the A. So it's E, B, D, A for the chords again. Okay? Another idea you can use here, the same type of idea is a triad thing. What you can do is take like the G shape, just 2 notes, okay? First finger on the 7th fret, second finger on the 2nd string, 8th fret. Okay, now you'd be playing, so you got the 5th root, then you'll have the root and the major 3rd here. Now what I'm going to be playing, it'll be a G to a G sus, okay? So it'll be like this. That's for the G, and then for the G sus, I'm going up to the major 2nd right here, and I'm playing the sus 4 right here. Back to the G. Then go down to an F chord, to an F and an F sus, okay? So altogether that'll sound like this. Okay. Okay, in this section, this is incorporated examples. These are some solos that I've laid down on record. The first one I'm going to be playing is from the album Sign In, Please, and it's a song called Fridays. Okay? After I play along with the tape, then I'll break it down for you and I'll show you what I've done. And it goes like this. This is what I've done on that. On the first hammer-on part there, what I'm playing is I'm hitting an A with the first finger of my right hand, and then I'm pulling immediately off to a G. This is all on the 3rd string here. Okay? Then I'm going... See, I'm doing that very fast, though. Then I'm hitting the A again, sliding up to the top of the neck, pulling off to the 2nd finger, sliding that up. Once that 2nd finger gets to the top, then I have my 1st finger already down on the next note, which is an F sharp. And I pull that off to that. Okay, then I slide that up, pull it off to an E, D, C, B, A. Okay, so you can actually use a pick for this section also. You can have a pick in your hand while you're doing all this part. Okay, then you go right into the hammer-on part. Now what I did for this is I put the pick in my mouth, or else I just throw it away, whatever, and I go right into doing the octaves, okay? The octaves, the first one is over a G major chord. So what I'm playing here is, with the right hand we'll be playing the root, G octaves. Okay? The left hand will be playing D, which is the 5th of G. Okay? So it goes like this. I'm going to be playing that part 8 times. 1. Okay, now the next chord I go to is a D major chord. Well, I've already got a D with my left hand, so I don't have to move that. So what I do is I move the G down just a half a step, and I've got the major 3rd of D, okay? So it's going from G to D. Okay, the next thing I do is I move it down a whole step, and now I'm going to be playing over a C chord. So I just move both hands down a whole step. Now that the right hand is on E, and the left hand is going to be on C, okay? And I play that 8 times. Then I move my left hand down just a half a step, because the next chord is an E. That'll be B, which is the 5th of an E, and this is already on an E, so I keep it there. Okay, play that 4 times. And then I go down the G major or E minor pentatonic like this. And hit a G chord at the end there. Okay, so the whole part is going to sound like this. From the G to the D to the C to the E, back to the G. Okay, for the next song, I'm going to be playing another example off the first album. This is going to be from 19 and Nonstop. Okay, this is going to be based out of the major scale. Okay, and this is what it's going to sound like right here. I'll play along with it for you. Okay, now what I'm doing on there is I'm taking that first two notes like this, bending the second string up. And then I'm doing the toggle switch right here, okay? While I'm bending the note down, I'm clicking the toggle switch on and off, cutting out this pickup and leaving this one on. So like the two volumes on the Les Paul, the forward one's turned all the way off and this one's turned all the way up, and I'm just clicking the volumes on and off, or the toggle switch on and off. Okay, and then I'm going down to the B minor pentatonic scale. Like that, I'm going like that. And then I go back up to the third string, hammer onto the 9th fret there, slide up and pull off to the 7th fret. And then I'm going up the D major scale, okay? It's going like this. Remember earlier when I was talking about the major scale positions? Now this is the whole thing why I showed that to you earlier, is because this is how this can be used. Now watch. Then I go. So that whole section in there goes like this. Okay, so the whole solo. This is a song from the second album, That's the Stuff, and the song is called Crazy World. Check this one. Okay, now I'm going to break this one down into there's just certain little parts that I want to show you out of this one. Like in the beginning, what I'm doing here is I'm just going down. This is being played out of the A blues pentatonic right here. It's going... Okay, and then the next part, what we're going to do is the 5th lick. I'm starting on the 6th string. Okay, it's starting out on a D. Okay, again. Okay. And then for the next section, what I'm doing is this. I'm hammering down with the second finger of my right hand onto the 15th fret, bending it up a whole step. Now look at where my vibrato arm is here. You see it's tucked up here with the forearm of my right arm right here. Okay, now I'm not bending on it or anything as of yet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this up a whole step right here, and you notice my third finger of my left hand is on the 10th fret down there, same string. Then I bend this down. When this hand reaches the pitch of D, then I hammer onto a D on the next string, and then I keep on bending down in pitch with the tremolo arm. Then I release it while the tremolo arm is still down, and I bring the pitch up to an A that the second finger left hand is, or the third finger left hand is holding. And then I hammer onto the A pitch when it reaches A here, and I keep on bending up the pitch. So it sounds like it's just one big continuous bend. And then I pull off, okay, go down to the pitch of E. When that pitch of E is reached, then I hammer down to here, bend the vibrato arm down. Okay, and then I pull off and let up the vibrato arm to the pitch of C, then I pull off to an A. Okay, step by step, that's the way it goes. Okay, now this is the whole lick all together right here. Okay, it's a little bit faster than that according to the speed on the tape that we played it. On the last section of this solo, what we're doing is fifths. Okay, the first thing I'm doing is I'm hammering on the 6th string to the 15th fret. Then I'm going immediately up a 5th and then pulling off. Okay. Then I'm going up a 5th from that and up a 4th from that, and then up another 5th and then up a 4th. And I do that last one 4 times. And then I go, see, as soon as I hit that A and pull off to a G, the G bends up to an A and back down to a G before it pulls off to an E. Do that 4 times. And then I'm going down the A minor blues scale. Then I move it down to this position. Down to an A chord. Okay? So that section again connected is like this. This next solo is from the title track of the That's the Stuff album. It has a lot of bending and hammering things, and after I get done playing it, then I'll break it down and show you what each thing does. Okay, now what I've done on that one is I started out with the tremolo arm down, okay, and then I bend it up to pitch like that. Then I'm going like this. I'm hammering on to the B string on the 12th fret here. And then I release it down, so that part again goes like this. And then I go. Okay. Okay, for this next one, this is off the album Loud and Clear, and this is a song, Dance All Night. Okay, this is what happens on this one here. Starting out playing in the key of D. Okay, then it goes to this. It's just a single string, little lick here. Okay, then the next string. Okay, then the next string. Then the next string, fourth string. Then it's... Then I go into harmonics. Okay, so that whole section in there. Okay, on the next song, this is the title track from the album Loud and Clear. Loud and Clear. And this is what it's going to sound like. Okay, now what we're doing with that is, the first thing that we're doing is the false harmonic on the F, bending down, and then hitting an octave F, bring it back up, and then it goes down to this F down here, the same pitch F. Then I go up to a G on the second string, while the tremolo arm is still, or the vibrato arm is still bent down. Then it goes... Okay, now I go into a part that is like a fifth hammer-on thing. So this is what I'm doing, starting out with the third finger of the right hand on the 15th fret, 4th string. Okay. See that I'm hammering on back to the 4th string with the second finger of my left hand? Okay, slowly again, I'll go through that part. Okay. Okay, the next thing you're going to hear is the thing I did on the second album. It's a solo called Hammerhead. This is what it sounds like. Okay, so this is what we're doing on here. I'm going to break each part down for you and play it real slow for you. Okay? So on the first section, of course, we're just bending up to an E there. And then it comes in, first finger of the right hand on the 14th fret. Okay, this is on the 5th string. Then I'm going to the 4th string here. This would be on the 16th fret. And I'm pulling off to the 9th fret here. Okay, Okay, so all together this part's going to sound like this. See on the last one from that, then both hands go down one whole step like that. So it's then it goes up and does the same thing on the 3rd and 4th strings. Does that again. Then the next thing it does is it goes like this. So it does that twice. Then it goes like this. It does that 4 times. That. Okay, and then the right hand stays in the same place and the left hand moves up a whole step. Okay, and it does that 4 times. Then the right hand stays in the same place, and the left hand moves up a half a step. And it does that 4 times. Okay, then it goes into this pattern here. Okay, so it does that 3 times, that pattern there, and then it moves down 1 fret, does that once, then it goes down another fret, does it 3 times, then down 1 fret once, then down another fret 3 times, down 1 fret once, another fret 3 times, down 1 fret once, and then another fret 3 times, and then it goes from that point back and forth with the right hand up 1 fret and down 1 fret. I'll play that part real slowly for you. See, 3 times. 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 3. Or no, 2. Then it goes down a half step, 2. Up a half step, 2. Down a half step, 2. Then it goes immediately into this. Then it goes back up to this and up chromatically. Okay. Then it bends up on the top string here, the second finger of the right hand on the top fret. Okay, then it does the same thing down a whole step. Okay, now I want to change to the key of A. So what I'm going to do is at that point, I'm going to go into the A blues pentatonic here. See, I'm going down this. But for each one, I'm sliding up and pulling off. Jackson Hammerhead. Okay, take a quick run through my effects here that I'm using. I'm using these both live and at home for studio purposes. And this is the Furman Power Conditioner. All the effects in this rack are plugged into this right here for power. And then I have the tube driver by Chandler. This is a new product, real nice clean distortion on here. And then I have the Rockman rack mount sustainer and stereo chorus delay. And then this is the Korg sampling digital delay. And I have the SPX90 multi-effects and a graphic equalizer here, 2-channel here because I'm playing everything in stereo here, and then the Rain stereo splitter mixer. Okay, this takes all the effects and splits it up, like the Rockman stuff is going through this stereo, the Korg's going through this part stereo, which is 3 and 4, and then in 5 and 6 I have the SPX going through there, so I can pan everything and make it come out whichever side I want, harder or softer. That way I can control every unit separately. And then I have everything going into the Hush 2C. Okay, this controls the noise. And then from here, it goes right out into my amps. And then this controls all the effects, either from here or else I can control them from a remote foot switch that I plug into here when I'm on stage. So that can control everything wherever I'm at on the stage with that box. I can switch on and off every unit, or I can change channels on every unit or change presets. Then over here, I got Crate 2 G60 amps. These are the amps that I use at home and in the studio. What I have on stage is I have Crate amps also. They're the 150 watt amps. I play through 2 heads and I play through 4 cabinets. Each one of the cabinets has 4 Celestion speakers that are 70 watts each in them. And that's plenty enough power for me. I'd like to take this time to thank Kevin, Don, Kathy, and Roger for all their help in putting this together. And I'd like to wish you good luck. I hope you do a lot with your career.